fucking just take a fucking knee.
This ends up on Pornhub. Sorry for your weird masturbation session.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to the show. As you can see, everybody's intently looking at their computers because the other three yahoos on this show are in a fantasy football league draft. That's okay because this is going to actually be a short show. I do want to welcome back Sarah. Sarah's finally back with us. Her jaw is feeling better. Actually, it was her mouth. She had a tooth pulled. But Sarah, welcome back. I don't know if you watched any of the show's previous 2 weeks, but we did our picks for all of the divisions. I won't go into them with you, but I will ask you who you have in the Super Bowl.
I have the Ravens, believe it or not, and New Orleans Saints.
Okay. Okay. It's not a bad pick. I don't see it, but it's not a bad pick. I mean, New Orleans is supposed to, again, be one of the better teams. Somebody did have a really interesting point on one of the weekly shows, and they were talking about how much better is Drew Brees? Because people were talking about how a quarterback makes it. I can't remember what the question was, but it was posed that this one quarterback, and I can't remember who it was, and it was probably like Dak Prescott or something like that, and they were talking about comparing them to Drew Brees. I can honestly say Drew Brees, to me, is good, but he's only, to me now, Drew Brees is only as good as those around him. You put Drew Brees in there with, what was the worst receiving core in the NFL last year?
Worst receiving core?
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd probably be the Jets.
Okay. That might have been the comparison, but it wasn't Sam Darnold that they were comparing him to. You look at that and put Drew Brees on that team. Do you think Drew Brees can really make them that much better? Do you think the Jets would be a playoff team if Drew Brees played for the Jets?
No.
Do you see what I'm saying? This is why when I talk football, I don't just go off of, oh, well, Drew Brees won 13 games last year. Did Drew Brees win all 13 games last year? They didn't win 13 games. I'm just using that as an example. Or did Aaron Rodgers win 13 games last year? No, he didn't. He didn't win 13 games last year. They won 13 games as a team. One player does not make a team. Two players does not make a team. It takes all 53 guys. And to me, Drew Brees is good. I'm not taking that away from him. He's a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. But I just don't know that if he had any of those other guys around him, if he'd be good enough. If he would be where he's at now. He has the best receiver in the NFL, in my opinion, in Michael Thomas. And I'll argue with that all fucking day long. All day long. He's better than DeAndre Hopkins. I don't care what anybody fucking says. You all know my feelings on DeAndre Hopkins. I think the reason why Houston wanted to get rid of him is because he's a fucking cancer. He might have great work ethic. He's a cancer. That's all I have to say about that. But it's a good pick. I can't go against it, even though it's going to be a tough. The NFC is going to be really tough this year. That's all I'm going to say. The AFC might be even tougher. Who did you have winning the Super Bowl then, Sarah?
Baltimore.
Okay. I think we're all in pretty much unanimous, wasn't it? Didn't everybody pick Baltimore? No. Yeah. Bob had picked the Cowboys, and they were talking long and hard about the Cowboys all week. They may, and they said may, and a big may, and the way that they said it, they may get 10 wins. He is. He is. And that's based off of what I talked about and what I have seen or heard with who they have and who they don't have. Because I know a couple of their key players decided not to play because they don't want to get spit on or whatever. It's fucking football. Fucking pussies. Get a pair. Even baseball players opting out. They're standing 6 feet away from each other at all times pretty much, but a few of the players opted out because they're scared they're going to get the coronavirus. Again, and I say this again, a lot of these positive tests are because they have the asymptomatic. They're asymptomatic. They don't per se have COVID, but they tested positive. Every day I take my dad to the VA. Well, today I took my dad to the VA, and every time you go there, they take your temperature and they ask you if you had symptoms. If I say, well, I had a sniffle, I've been sneezing a lot. Oh, you got COVID. You can't come in. For what? I'm wearing a fucking mask. Why not? I'm in a fucking hospital. If I collapse and go into convulsions, you're going to take care of me, right? I mean, I am a veteran. I am a veteran, you motherfuckers. You'll be all right in the morning. I just don't understand the whole philosophy of the COVID, why people are so scared of it. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. No, I'm not. But I'm just saying, this is why I don't understand why players, I'm just saying I don't understand why players are opting out. So let's get into it. We're in week 1, and there's really not much more I want to talk about unless you guys got something you want to say quick so we can move on.
Just Adrian Peterson found a new home.
Yeah, he's now playing in Detroit. Detroit's still going to suck. Everybody said it on the panel. Detroit's still, not our panel. I'm talking about the actual expert panel. Said Detroit, well, is going to be Detroit. That's their exact words. Detroit is going to be Detroit.
Leonard Fournette, I guess, is in Tampa Bay.
And again, Tampa Bay will be again Tampa Bay. But, yeah, that was last week. We talked about that last week.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about him being released, and then he went to Tampa Bay.
And reporter Bob, he was good reporting. I had no idea Kevin Durant was going to be part of it, too.
Oh, fucking Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant will join anybody to get a fucking ring, won't he? Fuck basketball. I don't even fucking want to talk about that. I watched the Bucks, and I'm just going to say Miami Heat. They just want the Miami Heat to be in the finals because LeBron's going to get there, and they want to have the former team of LeBron James in the finals so that LeBron James can fucking destroy him. Get the fuck out of here.
You guys have Giannis, man.
He's hurt. He was hurt the whole series.
Oh, he's hurt.
He hurt his fucking ankle. Because he's the only one. He's the only one that fucking wanted to do anything. But anyway, moving on from that.
Toronto.
Huh?
The Celtics. They if they win tomorrow night, they
won't beat the Heat. They won't beat the Heat. I don't see it. The Heat. They want the Heat in the finals for some ungodly reason. And that's the NBA. So, all right, week 1. If you're watching this show and you want to join the picks out of the chat, let Heather know. Most of you that watch this show are in the Sideline Study chat. Let her know. She will add you. Get your picks in. Or you watching, and if you see people that you haven't seen. But you have until Thursday at kickoff. Well, I'm going to give it the end of the first quarter. That's what we did last year. Give it till the end of the first quarter of Thursday, and that's when you need to get your picks in by. End of the first quarter of Thursday's game. The first place winner gets a T-shirt or a sweatshirt, your choice. Second place gets a mug, and third place gets a sticker from us. That you don't have to. There's no entry fee. There's no nothing. Just give us your picks, and it's all taken care of. We'll go from there. And I know Heather showed that last week, so if you haven't seen that, Go back and watch that, and you can see those things that she has for you. So that being said, let's go. Thursday's game, the first game of the year, and I think it's on NBC. I think it's on NBC. I'm not sure. The Houston Texans take on the Kansas City Chiefs, the defending Super Bowl champions, in Kansas City. Who should I give the first pick to? I'm going to give it to Heather because she worked so hard on all this. I'm going to give the first pick of the year over to Heather.
I'm going with the Chiefs.
Okay. She's picking the Chiefs. Sarah. She does not want to pick.
Oh, Sarah? Are you there?
Sarah, you there?
Yeah.
Who do you got?
Chiefs.
The Chiefs? Bobbitt.
I got the Chiefs, bruh.
Coop.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs as well. And you gotta look for that new running back that they got. That's the big
Jordan Held. Yeah, whatever. He's good, but so is every other fucking running back in the NFL. He's a rookie. I watched him play in LSU. He's good, but I don't know if he's
as good as they're expecting him to be.
I think he's overrated.
Okay, yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say from watching him. I'm going to go with the Chiefs, but I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be really close. The Houston Texans are better than everybody's giving them credit for. And I would not put it by Houston to beat Kansas City. It is tough to beat.
This is the team that almost beat them last year.
Houston has. Their receiving core is healthy. Their defense, as far as I know, is healthy. So we'll see. And teams like this give Kansas City fits when you have a good offense and a good defense. What I want to see is how good Kansas City responds to being Super Bowl champions, because you're going to get everybody's best effort. And I want to see how Mahomes responds to getting the fuck blitzed out of him. He's going to see shit he's probably never fucking seen before. This is only his third year in the league. We're going to find out how good Patrick Mahomes really is, if he's really worth that $400 million that he was given. Just going to say that. I'm not going to say that he's not deserving. I don't think he's deserving. I don't think anybody's deserving of that kind of fucking money. They're overpaying because they don't want to fucking lose him. I can understand that. But now you're going to have a quarterback 10 years down the road making $100 million a fucking year because Patrick Mahomes is making $40 million a year. Come on, man. I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know if it's a good idea to pay a guy that much fucking money. And I talked about that last year. I think it really put a damper on the financials of those teams that don't have, and they're going to rely so heavily on the salary cap in order to fucking. There's a salary cap for a reason. I just don't understand paying a guy that much fucking money, and he shouldn't go outside the salary cap. Oh, we'll pay the penalties. Okay. All right. You're going to be the New York Yankees. That's fine with me. But I'm going to go with the Chiefs, but barely. We'll get to that game in a minute, Rick. In fact, I think it's in the middle of our picks. Sunday's games. And I'm going to piss people off here right now. The Eagles at the Redskins. How did you like that? And y'all know who I'm talking about. And I know they're not called the Redskins anymore, but fuck it. I don't care. They're always going to be the Redskins to me. Until they come up with a new fucking name. This Washington football team is kind of fucking retarded. Eagles at the Redskins. Coop, who do you got? Okay. Bobbitt? Sarah? Sarah? I know you said something. Your bubble lit up. We'll come back to you. Oh, she said something again. Go ahead. Okay, there you go. She said the Eagles. And I'm going to let Heather pick. Go ahead. I am also going with the Eagles. Just add him to the thing. Okay. I'm going to go with the Eagles as well. I just think the Eagles are. I think the Eagles are going to win the NFC East. I think they're the best team in the NFC East, and a lot of pundits agree with me on that. A lot. I don't think the Cowboys are the team. At least not this year. Next game, the Dolphins at the Patriots. Now, the Dolphins, I don't know who their quarterback is. I know they drafted Tua, whatever the fuck his name is. No. Ryan Fitzpatrick actually signed. Didn't he sign isn't he like 40-some fucking years old and signed with the fucking practice squad? He's the oldest player to ever sign with the practice squad. Yeah. But either way, I don't know who it is. I played Madden and it's there, but I just don't remember what his name is. They had him last year. I can't remember his name. But Sarah, who you got? Dolphins at the Patriots. Cam Newton is the new quarterback. I think he's starting.
Yes.
Bobbitt?
Who she said?
Patriots. Who? Oh, look at this guy. Patriot hater picking the fucking Patriots. Heather, who you got?
I actually went with the Dolphins.
And I want someone what she's smoking because it'd have to be some good shit. I'm going with the Patriots. Dolphins are not very good. Not yet. Just because they drafted. I don't think Tua is the answer either. Just going to throw that out there now. Everybody's got this hype behind Tua.
No, that's not it.
I don't. Well, I'm not saying you, but there's people. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Next game, and then, or do you got everybody or no? You said the Dolphins. The next game is the Packers at the Vikings. Bobbitt. Coop? Sarah? Heather? I'm going with Minnesota. It's in Minnesota. Remember I said Green Bay will lose to Minnesota in Minnesota? Green Bay's going to start the year all. I hope I'm wrong. I said it. I think Green Bay and Minnesota are going to tie in wins and losses this year, and Green Bay will get the tiebreaker somehow because Minnesota will lose to Chicago or Detroit because they always fucking do. Because Minnesota knows how to. They know how to ruin a good hand job. That's Minnesota for you. Just saying. Packers are going to be good. Their defense isn't as good. Their defense, they didn't improve their defense. Their secondary is good. It's going to be hard to throw on Green Bay. I'm just waiting for everybody to get the picks in. The one I give to myself. Exactly, because you can ruin your own hand job. So, But yeah, I don't know. Next game, the Colts at the Jaguars. And I talked about the Jaguars last week. What a fucking joke. And that's my wrestling talk from last week. The cons are a fucking joke. Heather, who you got?
I actually with Jaguars.
Well,
This is the only game I'm picking them for this year.
I don't know why, but Coop? Okay. Bobbit? I'm going to go the Colts as well because the Jaguars are terrible. They're the worst team in the NFL. Mark it. I don't think you've ever not picked the Colts, and I don't know why. You didn't know? I think you picked the Colts every single time last year.
I'm sure you got
Once or twice. Why don't you pick the Jaguars? Or pick the Colts? I'm going to laugh, pick the Colts every time this year, and they lose. Go on 16. Go ahead.
apparently.
What? They can only hear me? Oh, I'm sorry. I must actually hit it. Go ahead. Sorry. No, that's all right. I must accidentally hit something. They couldn't hear you guys. Who'd you pick, Sarah?
The Colts.
The Colts? Okay. Do you think the Colts are winning the AFC South?
I think it's going to be a toss-up between them and the Titans.
I think the Texans. You think the Texans are going to fall that far?
It's a toss-up. That division's a toss-up between those three teams, really.
I still think the Texans are the team to beat. Just throwing that out there. I still think they
Because
are.
all three of those teams are pretty solid, aren't they?
I don't know what happened, but I think the ocean's entering Coop's house. It is. Coop, do you got a fucking tsunami coming your way or something? I can hear.
I can't hear anything, JP.
Yeah, I know, because the fucking tsunami's entering your fucking house.
Sorry, I just wanted to get more water.
It's all right. It's all right. All right.
I'm just trying to do a little sideline study, plug.
Again, and he keeps on putting it to where you can't fucking see it. You got to have your face in the camera, dude, or else it fucking disappears. See, there you go. There you go. That's better. That's better. That's the coffee mug you'll win if you get second place. Just so everybody knows. Or the tote. There's a tote bag. I didn't know there was a tote bag.
There's even a.
And again, yeah, there it is. There you go. You actually kind of did it right that time. The next game is the Bears at the Lions.
Oh, God.
No, don't sleep on the Bears because there's a lot of fucking people thinking that they're going to be right there with Green Bay and Minnesota. So I kind of agree with them because Chicago actually picked up Nick Foles. I don't know how much he's going to improve that team because I don't think Mitchell Trubisky was the fucking problem last year. Some of the issues were, but a lot of it had to do with the offensive coordinator.
Well, this is probably the year for Mitch Trubisky to find out.
But he's not even fucking. I don't think he's starting.
Yes, he is.
Is he? Okay. I was going to say, they better because they invest all that fucking money. You invest that many. You trade away everybody to get one fucking guy, a second pick in the draft, and then 2 years later, you bench him for a guy that won one Super Bowl and hasn't done shit since then. Think about it. Bears are a non-factor, but don't sleep on them. Their defense is going to be pretty good. That's where they're going. That's their bread and butter. It's been defense. Coop?
What's that?
Bears at Lions.
Oh yeah, the Bears. I'm going Bears.
Bobbit?
I'm going Bears.
Sarah?
Bears.
I'm going to go with the Bears as well. I think the Lions just, I don't know, man. I don't know. And two, with the Vikings, you don't know because they don't have Stephon Diggs anymore. So you don't know what they have on the outside. Who's Kirk Cousins going to throw to? That's the question. That's the questions that need to be answered with Minnesota. They're going to be able to run the ball, but they don't. They have Kirk Cousins, and I don't know what they have to complement on the other side. We'll find out Sunday.
They still have feeling, right?
Okay, but they had.
I think I'm not sure if Kyle Rudolph is there, but he used to be a factor. He hasn't done much since being there, so I think Kyle Rudolph, if he's there, maybe he's got to step up this year. So.
I mean, he's been reliable. He was pretty good last year, but I don't know, man. I without Stephon Diggs stretches. Phelan's more of a
he's a slant guy.
Yeah, he's more of the physical type receiver. Stephon Diggs stretched the defense. I don't know what that. I don't know because they drafted Laquan. He doesn't even Laquan Treadwell. I think is who they drafted, and he's a first round pick, and they don't have him anymore. They got rid of him. So I don't know what they. What?
They drafted Justin Jefferson from LSU.
Yeah, he's a rookie though. I don't know. Go up against. I mean, Phelan's going to go up against Jair Alexander. He's going to get shut down because Jair Alexander is a shutdown corner. And then you've got Kevin King, who's physical as hell. I just don't know with the rookie. I don't know. We'll see, though. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm wrong, but I just don't know. Heather, who did you pick?
Bears.
Everybody else picked? Bobby, you picked? Everybody's picked? Everybody picked the Bears? Okay.
Nope.
Okay. Who'd you pick? Okay. But who picked the Lions?
The Redskins.
Okay, I was talking about us. The next game, the Raiders at the Panthers. Heather, who you got?
I'm actually going with the Raiders.
Who?
Who are the Raiders against again?
Panthers. Carolina.
No. Not going with the Panthers. I don't know. I kind of like this new kid that's going to be playing this year for Oakland.
You mean Las Vegas? They're in Vegas,
third or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I think that Oakland is gonna do better against Carolina this one.
Las Vegas.
Oh, fuck. See, it's gonna happen a lot. I gotta get used to that. But yeah, Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Bob, who you got? Now, this is one of your teams. You like Panthers, but who do you got?
I'm going with Carolina.
You're going with your heart and not your brain, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, because I don't know what they have. They have Christian McCaffrey, and I don't know if they proved it last year. He can't do it on his own, and he did a lot, but just wasn't able to get him anywhere. They need a quarterback, like yesterday. They had one and decided to let him go. I think it's a mistake to let the guy go, but whatever. Sarah, who you got?
I got Las Vegas.
And I'm going to go with Vegas as well. It is in Carolina, but I'm going to go with Vegas as well. I think the Raiders are going to be a very much improved team. I think they could be, we talked about it, I think they could shock some people. I think they could possibly be a playoff team. If they win games, they win a couple of games here and there and beat the teams that they should, I think they could make the playoffs. Their offense shows a lot of problems. Their defense has got to catch up to their offense. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I said that right. And Coop's game of the week, the Jets at the Bills. Bobbitt, who you got in this one? I got to ask. You made it sound like, why in the fuck are you asking me that question? Sarah, who you got?
I got the Bills.
You did this. You just did it. Well, why are you asking me? Who do you think's winning, the Bills or the Jets? I can tell you who I think's winning, but I'll get to that. Heather, who you got?
Definitely going with the Bills.
I'm going with the Bills. But the Jets are much improved. Coop did bring up a very good point. They do have a big two-headed monster as far as running back goes. I just don't think they have enough. They're going to be improved, but I don't think they have enough. The Bills are just if the Bills do not win the AFC East, they need to fire their head coach because they have a little bit more than everybody else in the AFC East.
Yeah, the Jets also just lost Jamal Adams, one of the best safeties. So I think Josh Allen's going to expose the backfield.
They traded him away because actually it's good to get him out of there because I'm sorry, Coop, he was cancer. Well, it's next guy up. You got to have the next guy up mentality, but I do agree with you. The talent drop off from Jamal Adams to the guy below him is pretty significant. So, did you pick Heather?
Yeah.
And you are going to go with who? Okay. I'm going to go with the Bills. Just listen to that downturn. They are. They're the better team. They are the better team. And deservedly so. The next game is an all-tell game. The Browns at the Ravens. And I'll go to Heather last on this one. I'm going to go first on this one. And I'm going to go with the Ravens. I don't even think it's going to be fucking close. I think Baker Mayfield's probably going to throw like 7 fucking interceptions because he sucks. I don't think Baker Mayfield is a great quarterback. He definitely wasn't worth the first pick in the draft. I'm going to go with the Ravens, and they're probably going to win by 20. The Ravens have everything. They have the best quarterback. Well, they have very powerful offense, and their defense is one of the best defenses in the league. Hands down. Hands down. Anybody that wants to argue that with me, don't sing it, bring it. And the Ravens are at home. Bob, who you got?
I'm sorry to say, guys, but I have a friend that's going to be sending you guys picks, and his choice is the Browns for some reason. I don't know why.
I don't care. Who you got, Bobbit?
Ravens.
Sarah?
Ravens.
I think the Ravens are going to play angry this year because they fucked up and they know it, but they want to prove that they're the best team in the NFL. Coop, go ahead.
Yeah, Ravens.
Heather?
I'm definitely going Ravens.
Yep. It's unanimous.
Like just the fact that they're going to be playing angry, the fact that they have grouped together better as a team with how they performed last year. So,
And they got rid of a cancer.
yes.
Which I consider a cancer, and he's a great defensive guy. Again, a lot like Jamal Adams, but when you act the way you do, get the fuck out of my locker room. And we're talking about, and I can't even remember his fucking name.
He hasn't been signed yet, has he?
Earl Thomas? No. Why would anybody want to sign him?
Exactly. Everybody says that they're surprised that he's not signed. It's because
He's an
nobody wants to
asshole.
deal with him.
Nobody wants anything to do with him. It's the same thing with Colin Kaepernick. But Colin Kaepernick wasn't signed for a different reason. Colin Kaepernick wasn't signed because he sucks as a quarterback. And he was a terrible quarterback. He had one good year, and that was it. I don't want to hear any more about Colin Kaepernick. Apparently, he's in fucking Madden now.
Oh, he's in Madden?
Finally.
Okay, but that said, so I put it on. It was Gina that put it in the chat, and I was on the way back from my appointment with Dad, and I'm like, I don't give two fucking shit. It's not going to hinder the way I play the game. I'll just put him at fucking zeros. He'll be the lowest rated player on my fucking thing, so that nobody can pick up the fucking goofy fucker. Sarah, did you pick? Okay. Everybody picked
Yeah,
them?
well,
Okay, I got you. Heather told me. Next game, the Browns at the Ravens. We just picked that one. The Seahawks at the Falcons. Sarah, who you got?
I'm going with the Seahawks.
You going with Seahawks? And the Falcons are a much improved team. They do have Todd Gurley. Their running game is going to be a little bit better. Their defense is the issue. We'll see if they picked up the defense. And usually with this defense that the Falcons have, they usually do pretty well against a quarterback like Russell Wilson. Like the scrambling type quarterbacks, it's the pocket guys that give them the trouble. Besides Aaron Rodgers for some fucking reason. Bobbin, who are you going with?
I'm gonna go with the Falcons.
Don't you hate the Falcons though?
I do, but I'm not stupid.
Oh, you picked Cowboys to win the Super Bowl. Who?
Who's this again?
I had to. Go ahead.
What teams? It's the Seahawks
and Falcons, and it's in Atlanta.
Okay. No, it's Seahawks. Gotta go Seahawks.
You gonna go Seahawks? Heather? I'm gonna go with Seahawks too. And remember, Coop said the Seahawks weren't gonna be that good this year.
Well, it's Atlanta, right? Well,
Atlanta. I'm telling you right now. I watched Pro Football Weekly where they had all the pundits on there, and people are saying that they're thinking Atlanta could beat New Orleans this year. They're much improved. Apparently they think they're that much improved. So I'm not going to laugh at Atlanta because they did pick up some pieces. Just saying.
They did, but I'm going with my Seahawks in this one.
Their receiving core is one of the best receiving cores in the NFL. I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. All right. Next game. The Chargers at the Bengals. The Bengals are the worst team. I don't think the Seahawks are going to be the best team in the NFC. It's going to be close, but I don't know, man. I don't know how much they improved, the Seahawks. I think, and I do think Rick. He's a bold pick, but he could be right, but I just don't see it. Not with the way that they haven't that much improved. That's all I'm saying. But we don't know because we haven't seen any preseason games, so we don't know what they have. So I'm just telling you based off of what I've seen them pick. Cool.
Sorry. Which one?
Chargers at the Bengals.
Oh, this one. I was sidetracked. It's Chargers Bengals. Okay. Geez, these are two teams I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, but you know what? I'm going to go with the Bengals. I think Joe Burrow is going to come up, and I think he's going to put up some points with A.J. Green, and I think they got Boyd on the other side. So it's I think the Bengals are going to come out with a little bit of offensive weapons and outscore the Chargers.
Hey, whatever. You done talking. Sarah, who you got?
I got the Chargers.
Can you tell me why?
I think their defense is just, much better than.
Boom. They have a better offense too.
Yeah, they got Keenan Allen, and they also got Tyrod Taylor.
And they got Terrell Williams. Now is Justin Herbert sitting or is he starting?
No, it's Tyrod Taylor is the starter right now.
Okay, that's a smart move. I would go with him. Justin Herbert, I wouldn't start right away.
No, I don't think he's ready.
I wouldn't. Well, is Joe Burrow ready? I don't think he's ready.
Better than Tua, personally, Justin Herbert. That's just my opinion of the whole thing.
Say that again?
I think Justin Herbert's way better than Tua.
Well, of course, I think Tua is an overrated quarterback. I mean, you put Justin Herbert on Alabama last year, they're better. You put Joe Burrow on Alabama, they're better. You put Joe Burrow, or you put anybody, you put Tua with LSU, are they better? You put Tua with Ohio State, are they better? In fact, I think Josh Fields is better than Tua.
Oh, Justin Fields? Yeah, he's way better than
I just don't think Tua is the guy. He's a good quarterback, but I don't think he is worth the pick that they got for him. It's not my money, and I don't care. But I don't think I got that. Sarah picked the Chargers. Coop picked the Bengals. I'm picking the Chargers because I think, like Sarah said, they're a better defense, and I think they have a little bit more of a potent offense than Cincinnati does. Yes, they have A.J. Green, but Chargers have Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler still, and then they have Tyrell Williams on the opposite side. And an experienced quarterback in Tyrod Taylor, who can win some games. And I think this is one of those games he can win. Who you got, Heather? And, of course, I can tell it already. You might as well bring this fucking guy in. I'm sure that this is DJ Skinny Penis with his pick. His annual, hey, I'm going to take over Bobbitt's brain for 2 minutes. We got DJ Skinny Penis.
Shot this motherfucker because the Bengals going to be struck by lightning, motherfucker. Yeah.
And he usually says real talk after that. I don't know why.
Real talk, motherfucker.
I'm going to try to have fun with that this year. It was a little annoying at times, but I'm going to try to have fun with that this year. We'll see. If he starts getting too annoying, I'm going to tell him to shut the fuck up. The next game, the Cardinals at the 49ers, the NFC champions from last year, San Francisco, going up against the Cardinals in Palo. Where do they play? Santa Clara or whatever? Okay.
Santa Clara.
So who you got, Sarah? Who you take?
I'm taking the Niners.
Okay. Do you think the Niners are going to be as good as they were last year?
No, I don't think they'll be as good as they were last year.
Yeah, who did you have them? You think the Saints are going to be in the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that. Bubba, Big Slow, we talked about that last week. I said it during the Super Bowl. Kyle Shanahan fucked up. Jimmy Garoppolo I hate this. He did not get them to the Super Bowl. Jimmy Garoppolo is a second-rate quarterback who was put on a team to manage it, not win games. I think he is an overpaid quarterback and is not worth the money. I'm sorry, man. I know that San Francisco is your favorite team. I just don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that good. He's not worth the money he's being paid.
Well, and then losing to Forrest Buckner was huge too.
That hurts, but then they had 4 guys on the front 5 guys that were first-round picks. So
I think Bose is probably the best one that they have pretty much on there.
Well, I mean, he is. He is. Bobbitt, who are you taking?
I'm going with 49ers.
Okay. Who?
I'm going with the Cardinals in this one.
Man, you're still on that. That Kyler Murray's going to be more improved, and
I just like the weapons.
You just like the weapons, but the defense they're going up against. Come on, man.
Yeah, I understand that, but didn't they just get Butner or something like that?
I don't care if they got fucking all of them. I don't care if the 49ers, all of them have COVID-19. They're still better than the Cardinals. I'm sorry. I don't think the Cardinals are that good. They haven't improved. What did they improve? They improved their offense, but what about their defense?
They got DeAndre Hopkins.
What about? But
how does that not improvement?
You can score 50 points a game, but if you can't stop anybody, you're going to give up 51. Just ask the Packers. Ask the fucking Rams. Ask the Chiefs. Yeah, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl last year, but if you give up 51 points and only score 50, you're going to go 0-16, man. Just saying. You can have all the offensive weapons in the fucking world. If you can't stop anybody, you're not winning any more than 7 games. Sorry. Just how I feel.
I just personally think they're going to outscore the 49ers in this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening with the 49ers defense, but okay.
Yeah. Well,
what's the final score going to be? 20-17? It's going to have to be. It's going to have to be because they aren't fucking scoring any more than 20 points.
See, this is with a preseason where I can't judge what the teams are like.
I get it. I swear to God, I get it. But I'm just saying, based off of what I have seen them do in the offseason, Cardinals haven't done shit on defense. Patrick Peterson can't defend everybody. The 49ers drafted receivers. They're going to throw the ball a little bit more. I just don't see them. I just don't see it, man. But, hey, it's your pick. It's your loss. I'm going with the 49ers. Heather? All right, Rick, here you go. The Buccaneers at the Saints.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Oh, no. Oh.
Who do we got?
Oh, really? You know what? I am going to go with the Saints in this one. I just think that the Saints are going to come out fired and ready. They're prepared. And I think Tom Brady and his offense are going to be a little bit more shaky compared to Drew Brees. Mm-hmm. I'm actually thinking Tom Brady might throw a pick or something like that in this one.
Look at Rick. He's saying they're going to whoop that ass 31-17. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll give my pick in a minute. Sarah, who you got?
I'm going to go with the Saints because it's in New Orleans.
Robert?
Saints.
Heather?
I think this is going to be the one game that they're rallying behind their quote-unquote star quarterback.
Well, he is a star quarterback, but he's 43 fucking years old. And I said it. I've said it, and I've said it. I don't know how much better the Buccaneers really are. Are they going to be better? I said they were going to be better. I just don't know. Did I picked them to go to the playoffs. I think I picked them to end up as a 6th seed. Most of us did. I just don't know if they have enough to beat New Orleans in New Orleans. Now, Tampa Bay will probably beat New Orleans in Tampa Bay. I just don't know. No, we got it. We got it written down. It's down. If they do win, more power to them. But I don't see the Buccaneers being all, and I said it last week and I said it the week before. I don't know how much more Tom Brady can give. And he's coming into a division where they're going to blitz the fuck out of him. And you're looking at the Atlanta Falcons twice. They're going to want to fucking murder this guy. Think about that for a minute. They're going to fucking bring it. They're going to fucking bring it. I don't know what Carolina's going to bring to them. They're going to bring them Christian McCaffrey, but that's about it. With New Orleans, you've got to defend. And they've got Bill Belichick. Just went to Walmart today to get his popcorn for this game. Yeah, I'm going with the Buccaneers. It is going to be close. It is not going to be a blowout. It's going to be a 30-27 game. But I think the Saints jump on them early because the Saints just have a better defense. Buccaneers have a good defense, but it's not as good as New Orleans is going to be. I think New Orleans is going to be one of the best teams in the NFC this year. That's all I got to say. But we'll see. I'm not sold on Tom Brady and Tampa Bay yet. I'm really not. And I don't think Gronkowski brings that much to the table. Yeah, he's got Mike Evans, but Jameis Winston had Mike Evans. They had the best receiving. According to the pundits, the Buccaneers had the best receiving core last year. Tom Brady looked pedestrian last year. He did. He looked pedestrian. Does he have better weapons? Yeah. Huh? That doesn't mean that he's going to be better. Like I said, we haven't seen these guys play yet. I haven't seen anybody practice. I haven't seen the injury report, who's in, who's out. You spelled Jameis wrong. Correct. It's Jameis. So we'll see though. I'm not gonna Jameis Winston, where did he go?
He's the New Orleans Saints backup.
Oh, let's see. There you go.
Fans of the former club.
But he's got Drew Brees is going to play. They might use him, and that's another thing everybody's forgetting about. They have Taysom Hill.
Yeah, Taysom Hill. They're going to use him more.
Now, I'm going to say this. He's not a fucking quarterback. He's a wide receiver. And they use him, and I just don't know what Tampa Bay can bring. Tampa Bay can have the number one run defense, but they better be able to stop the pass. I don't know what they have for DBs. We'll see. I still think New Orleans is going to... Drew Brees is going to put up 500 fucking yards passing. He usually fucking does every game anyway. But that's for now. We'll find out, though. We'll find out. The next game, the Cowboys at the Rams. Heather, who you got? Okay. Cool.
Rams?
You going with the Rams?
Yeah, over who?
Cowboys?
Oh, who?
The Cowboys are at Los Angeles.
I didn't hear that. That's why. Cowboys.
Now, keep in mind, it's in the new stadium.
Yeah. I'm still going Cowboys, though.
I don't know why. I don't think the Cowboys are that good this year. Said it once. I'll say it a million times. It's Dallas. They'll bust it up before the season begins, and then they'll fucking win 5 games. Sarah, who you got?
Since it's in the Rams, I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Rams are good. They just fought a lot of injuries last year. People seem to forget that. They've improved on their offensive line. That was their weakness, the only weakness that they had. We'll see, though. Bobbit?
I'm going Cowboys.
Heather, did you pick? So it's up to me?
Mm-hmm.
Going with the Rams. I think the Rams could win the NFC West this year. I said it last week. That's my bold prediction. I'm picking the Rams to win the NFC West. I think I did. At least I think I did. I can't remember. Don't be surprised if they do win the NFC West. They didn't lose. They haven't lost that. The only thing they've lost is Todd Gurley. They've returned pretty much everybody else. But we'll see. We'll see. And on to Monday's games. We have 2 games left, and then we're out of here. The Steelers at the Giants. Heather? Bobbit?
Steelers.
Sarah?
Steelers.
Cool.
Steelers.
Going with the Steelers. Giants suck. They're going to suck for a couple more years. Just a couple more. I don't think Daniel Jones is that great. I mean, he's a good quarterback, but I don't think he's that great. Now, keep in mind, this is my opinion of watching him. He shows flashes. He shows flashes of being Eli Manning all over again, too. That's why I say I don't know. In fact, I said it last week. I think he's the next Eli Manning. All right, and then the final game for Monday night is the Titans at the Broncos. Bobbit, who you got?
I have Titans.
Sarah?
I'm going with the Broncos.
Remember, the Titans were in the AFC Championship game last year. Cool.
I'm going Titans.
Titans. Heather?
I don't think it's right.
I'm going with the Titans as well. I don't know how much more improved the Broncos really are. I don't know. They have two good pass rushers on the outside, but the Titans run the fucking ball. I don't know how great them two are going to be on the pass rush on the outside when you only throw the ball 8 fucking times and beat the fucking Baltimore Ravens in the divisional playoff game. Think about that for a minute. Yeah, they threw the ball I think it was like a total of 13 times did the fucking Titans against the fucking Ravens because they were just able to fucking run rush on over one of the best run defenses in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. Derrick Henry's a beast.
He is. So we'll see. We shall see. That's pretty much all we have. I think the Broncos I will say this about the Broncos. I think they will be improved, but I still hope they all crash in a fiery plane crash because
Gotta look out for Jerry Jeudy this year.
I'm still bitter. I'm still bitter about fucking Super Bowl 32. So, yeah, that's why I never picked the Broncos or the Colts.
Sarah, you said Von Miller is out, isn't he?
Yeah, Von Miller's is done for the year. He tore something in his legs.
Yeah, that just solidifies my pick for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, they need to have. They got to be able to stop the run because throwing the ball isn't going to be
year.
shit.
That's not looking good for Denver.
No, not against that vaunted AFC West, where fucking you're probably going to have 55,000 yards passing by one player. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to get out of here. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to add? Enjoy week 1. College football's out there. There's not really much to talk about because it's college football isn't college football to me if not everybody's playing. I'm keeping an eye on it. So it probably won't be much of a college corner this year. But so I want to thank everybody for being here. You guys enjoy week 1. Football's back. Enjoy it. And yes, please get the mug. I don't know why he keeps fucking doing that because he always makes it disappear.
I'm gonna choose my pick. I'm gonna go with the Titans now.
You're gonna go with it, or she's gonna go with the Titans. That's all right. Got you, Sarah. You take care and stay safe as well, Rick. It's nice to see you again. It's nice to see you all again. Be here next week where we'll talk about what happened this last week, or this coming week in football, and then we'll make our picks. And we'll see what news and stuff is out there. If you guys have any news or notes or anything and you want, DM it. Let us know. We'll talk about it. I keep an eye out on stuff like that, but it's been kind of a hectic summer for me this year with my dad and all. But yeah, so just everybody stay positive, stay safe. If you drink, don't drive. If you drive, don't drink. As soon as I get off of here, Heather's going to be jumping on the Horny Goat channel where she's going to be playing. She's playing Cuphead again.
Nice.
So
you
go ahead.
Cuphead. I've been noticing that.
So go ahead and hop over there and enjoy a rage stream of Cuphead. I hope you all have a great night, and we'll talk to you later. Have a good one, everybody.
You too.
I just hit stop streaming, right?
On both there.
So I end it here first.
Doesn't matter.